We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Ready? We're good.
Defense. Let's go, defense.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz flush to his right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Wentz escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
56, right there, 56.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing his Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as as they score the touchdown. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game. That they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Mike, check.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Garoppolo looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Right back to Sanders on first down. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, it's Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Check, cross, crawl, go. Mike 56, Mike 56. It's our field. It's our field.
Lefty.
Hey, it's our house. Check 13. 13.
Man 5-7. Kill.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Mike's 59.
Get ready. 82, 40. Here we go. This is us.
Throwing on first is Wentz. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Elliott good with a PAT. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Kevin Coleman. 75 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
21. Here we go.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. And his throw is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Check. 21. 80 weapons.
Garoppolo. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Sanders able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wentz. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
65. Hey, gun.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
White. Hey, come on. Hey, gun.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
65. Move. 4 down. Greystone, travel.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken short. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Check to single.
5-9. Hey, wahoo!
Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Right there.
82.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Listen. Hey, high 7.
54. All day, punk. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking deep for his, and that's caught inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Mike 54. Stop.
Sunday.
Right there. 54.
Hey, Zoo.
54 Mike. Wild Bill.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 5-4. Target.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. A final shot before half for Wentz. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Two.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Twenty-one. Hey, gun.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. Flushed out right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. On first down, Coleman. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Alert! Alert!
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Barnett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. Here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now Garoppolo. It's complete to Fuller. Touchdown, 49ers. Will Fuller, 33 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. This will be taken very short. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
74, 74.
Hey, let's get this.
Hey, exit.
March 59.
Here, here.
59. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Hey, kill.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 74 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does, and not only was he an Olympian.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now here in Santa Clara, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
This is Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 4, check 4.
Check 50, check 50.
To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Check Mike 54.
This one, Tim.
54.
Wentz now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Charlie.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Hip on 7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm here all day.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Great 57.
Mike 54.
Hey, orbit.
I'm coming. Mike 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Here, shift.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wins. Now a desperation throw deep. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Double tight, guys. Double.
2.
Mostert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Three down.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Another carry for Wilson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Oh, that really would have been something to see, but he's denied by the framework.
Do you remember seeing David Akers in Green Bay a few years ago on opening day? He had a 63-yarder to end the half, hit the crossbar, and go over. So sometimes it works for you, and sometimes it works against you.
And this time it's against. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Check. Watch the defense. Empty. Here, shift. Hey, rip line 2, on here.
Shift.
Let's go.
One final try now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them, because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
That'll do it for Charles Davis.